Good morning. This is Rachel, who works in the cafe, who was very kindly just bought me a cup of tea, which is very nice, Rachel.
Why not?
It's a lovely place, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you actually live here then?
Yeah, very close by.
Oh well, that's great.
Yeah. But it's brilliant what you're doing. So.
Thank you very much indeed. Very nice to meet you.
You too.
Bye bye now. Thank you. Bye-bye. Set off about 40 minutes ago from Tenby, and I'm not far now from Saundersfoot, and it's pouring with rain, and I bumped into these young ladies who are just taking the dog for a walk and heading towards Tenby. And your name, please?
Margaret.
Margaret.
Pauline.
And Pauline. I can't detect your accent, Margaret.
Oh, I'm from Surrey, but originally Essex.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
okay.
so I'm an Essex girl.
And
I'm proud of it.
I'm not saying a word. I'm keeping out of that. And you?
I'm now from Bristol, but I'm also from Essex. In fact, we went to school together, so that's how long we've known each other.
Wow, that's
yes.
incredible. So I know you're taking your dog for a walk this morning. I know it's a miserable morning, but there's nothing we can do about it. So do you do other walks and stuff then? You're obviously avid walkers and you get out whenever you can.
Yes, I'm a walker and cycling. And, yes, and you might as well be out in it and dressed correctly. You're fine, aren't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing that holds me back is that I'm making a video of all this. It's all right in a wood like this, but we wouldn't be able to do it out in the open air.
No.
And so my chances of getting decent video of all these fantastic rock formations, you know, you can't see them this morning.
No.
You know, you can't even see them. So it's going to be like this from now on, I reckon. You know.
Oh.
And you've both been walkers together for years. Then?
No, I don't. I walk with her, but I don't walk quite as much. I certainly don't cycle, do I?
Right.
No.
So what are you doing in Wales then? Do you live here now?
No, just on a week's holiday.
Oh right.
And we've
that's nice.
picked the week when Hurricane Helene's coming across.
Yes.
So
That was really
that'll be interesting.
I know. I mean, I've had too many days off for the rain recently. It's like being one day on, one day off, and you know, sometimes I'm glad of the rest, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Having done all these miles, you know, I've done 1,500 miles now, but I want to get the job done. You know what I mean? It's another day lost. You know.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's been very nice meeting you, ladies.
Yes.
Yeah, nice meeting you too, and good luck with the rest of your trip.
Thank you very much, and keep in touch.
Yes, we will look on your website and watch your progress. So
Thank
good
you very
luck with
much.
the walk.
It's funny how probably about 80% of my followers are women.
Are they?
It's really strange, isn't it?
Your family will be wondering.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, well, thank you very much. That's another two to add to it. That percentage is gone again. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Enjoy.
I've arrived now in this wonderful Lyme Regis that I've been looking forward to. It's been a really hard walk, and I've met these two lovely ladies walking the dogs, and you tell me that you like the coastal path, and you've
walk
been on
every day.
You go up there. It's a bit muddy right now, isn't it?
Yeah.
I know.
Where well is.
Yeah, absolutely. And I bet the dogs love it as well, don't they? They're like splashing
He's
around.
trying to pull me back there now.
Yes, yeah. So
you
obviously live in this area.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, well, you're in a lovely part of the world, aren't you?
We definitely think so.
And this, can I ask you a question? Where's the border between Devon and Dorset then? Are we in Devon or Dorset now?
We're in Dorset.
I've crossed the boundary line somewhere along the line.
Yes.
Oh, well, that's interesting. Yes. So that's another county I've gone through then. Yes. That's fabulous.
Yeah.
Lovely to meet you. What's your name?
It's Lynn.
Is Lynn?
Tricia.
And Tricia.
Yes. And you are?
Jim. I'm Jim. And you can have a look at yourself tomorrow.
We will. Gosh, fortunately we can't edit it though. That's true. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. It's around about 9 o'clock now, and you can see in the distance there Stonehaven. I've had some lovely memories of Stonehaven, and so now I'm on my way to Aberdeen. I've met these lovely people who are from the States. And your name, sir?
Eric Shaddix.
Eric.
And Stacey Shaddix.
And whereabouts in the States are you from?
So we're from Alabama.
Alabama.
Coleman, Alabama.
Wow. Are you here on long holiday, or how long are you here?
Here for work, and then just a few days of holiday at the end, and then we've got to go home tomorrow.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Okay. I mean,
Unfortunately.
to be honest, I've got quite a lot of American viewers, and they all really like Scotland. They've been sending some nice words
It
about
is
Scotland.
gorgeous.
And I must admit, this East Coast, I've been up and down it over the years in different ways, but I've never actually walked it, and it is quite stunning. There's no doubt.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it's a beautiful walk, and the people are so friendly, aren't they?
Very friendly.
Very nice people. Have you been into Stonehaven? I mean, I don't know whether you like the pubs, but I can recommend probably one of the best pubs I've ever been to on the harbour.
Okay.
It's called the Ship Inn. Absolutely beautiful.
Inn.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they do good food and everything. It's also a really nicely friendly atmosphere. And I met quite a few Americans in there the other night as well. Yeah. It's
Okay.
a very popular spot. It's at the very end of the harbour. You drive all the way to the harbour, and it'll be on your right as you get onto the harbour.
Okay.
There's loads of parking.
Well, thank you very much.
Well,
We
it's
might
been a
try
pleasure
that.
meeting you, and I'm glad you like Scotland. And,
Well, it's a pleasure meeting you as well.
thank you very much.
Glad we stopped, Jim, and I hope you have a great walk.
Thank you very much indeed. Lovely to meet you.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Bye bye now. Bye bye. Well, I was just walking along, and just after I did my little introduction, and I've met Mike, who is actually from New Zealand. So, how long have you been over here then, Mike?
Oh, I've been here off and on since '76. I was in shipping, and then domiciled into London and hated the city, and I'm a country bumpkin, mate.
Really? Well, I mean, yeah, that's great. I mean, you were saying about this particular area, and it's something that you particularly like and love.
Well, having been brought up with an 8,260-foot mountain on the doorstep, since the age of 10, my brother and I, we've been snow and ice, climbing, skiing, outdoor, bivvying out, always outdoors, and when people say, "Oh, it's cold up here, it's -5, -10," I'm like, yes, great, marvellous. I love the cold. We used to do a lot of snow caving.
Yes.
And I made a bit of a mess up because I thought we were living in Macduff, that I'd be able to go inland and do a few snow caves, etc. I still have that hung, but we're a bit too coastal to get it. Although we do get snow up and down here.
Right.
But
are the winters as bad as people say in Scotland? I mean, everybody seems to think that it is like. I know it's part of the British Isles, as if it's like 10 degrees lower generally. I don't think that's the case at all. Is it?
I'm known as the Scrooge because in New Zealand we don't have central heating. It's put another log on the fire or put another jersey on.
Yes.
So I don't turn on the heating.
Right.
We go to some people's houses and
20 degrees.
It is.
Nodding off on the settee, yeah.
I can't handle that.
No.
I mean, my best scenario is walking up here at about -10, wind chill factor, snowing, and I'm yes, got it.
Well, that's brilliant. That's brilliant.
Yeah, I wouldn't swap it. I mean, in New Zealand, if you get a cold spell, you get the brilliant blue sky, brilliant, very, very bright sunshine, and that does your soul good.
Of course.
And that's what it's like in New Zealand.
Yeah.
So I feel particularly at home here.
Yes.
And as I said, I live my days out up here.
Yeah.
My daughter and said we were coming up here. Oh, I'm going to Devon and Cornwall. But once they get up here, it's just like running a B&B. Because every man and his dog wants to come up and see.
Well, that's fair enough. Yeah. I've got to admit, I've been as far north as Inverness in the past, and that was only maybe 5-6 years ago I went up there, but I've not actually done any walking up here. I've done a lot of walking in England and stuff around and about.
Well, Spey Bay, go out to the Spey River. They've got the Dolphin Watch out there, and it's a good cafe, and you can walk right up to Spey Bay. That's one I wanted to do, but at the back,
That'll be lovely.
We're struggling on.
Well, Mike, thank you very much indeed for your time. It's been lovely meeting you.
Right.
And I mean, I'm going to walk from here to Cullen. That's that's a reasonable walk, isn't it? What would you say? About 10 miles, 15?
Yeah.
15 miles.
It's a lovely one. We've done parts of it.
Yeah.
And you go past the old Findlater Castle, Now you have a look at that.
Yeah.
It's past Port Soy, between Port Soy and Cullen.
Yes.
And that's, you imagine living there right on the coast. Didn't
Yes.
have glass in those days.
Right.
And you imagine the winds howling
Yes,
in
I could imagine.
what? Icicles for sure.
Yeah, I'm sure.
No, it's a beautiful coast, a beautiful country. Love the people, very out front, very matter of fact, just as Kiwis are.
Yeah,
Call a spade a spade.
yeah. Well,
And,
that's lovely.
Yeah. So
Lovely.
it's been really nice talking
real-
to you. It's nice
real-
to find
real
somebody
pleasure.
else who loves the countryside. as
You're a
much as I
lovely
do.
bloke, mate. I could talk to you for hours. Well, I haven't moved far since I went to the big tower, which you can see just over Ruth's shoulder there, and I've met this couple, it's John and Ruth.
Hi.
And they're actually staying on the same campsite as me. They've got a caravan there, and we have seen each other before. We saw each other the day before yesterday, I think, on the ferry, didn't we?
Yeah, that's right.
Yes. And so where are you off to today then, John?
Just around the point, that's all.
Yeah.
And then the Hawker's Cove.
Right. Are you going to spend some time in Padstow again?
Not today, no. Just this headland, that's it.
Right. What do you think of Padstow? Are you impressed with it, Ruth? I mean,
I am. I like it. I think it's very busy. I think the camel trail helps Padstow
Yes.
a lot. But
Yeah.
it is what it is. But it's lovely. It's very
Yes.
well done. Lots of places to eat. Really good.
yes. I get the feeling it's a little bit expensive, if I'm going to be honest with you. But nevertheless, you know, it is a seaside resort.
It is. It is.
But someone I was speaking to a lady at length who was telling me that there's hardly any of the local people left in the place now.
Oh,
It's-
probably.
It's
Although-
more or less been taken over by outsiders, and the locals can't afford to live there anymore.
Well, that's the
typical
problem,
of every
isn't
fishing
it?
port in Cornwall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same story.
Yeah.
Yes.
Although we went to the remembrance service on Sunday
Oh, did you?
up at the memorial, and there were lots and lots of local people there. Lots of societies, weren't
All
there?
the sea cadets and social clubs and
Yeah, Coast
fishermen
Guard, all that.
at
Right.
RNLI. There are still
They were-
plenty of
they're
local
still
people.
there, but not as
But
many.
they just
I
can't
think.
afford to live in the village itself.
Absolutely. I mean, I've got to admit, I was absolutely knocked out with it. You know, I thought it was lovely, and the people, and
Yeah.
I mean, I was just telling you, I spent the afternoon watching football, having a few beers with a couple of lads, and so I didn't really see much for 4 hours apart from sitting on a bar stool. But it was lovely. It was a real nice
that's
break.
all part of it, I think.
And as you know, like when you were on the same campsite as me, and when it rains that heavy, it's banging on your roof, isn't it? I couldn't sleep a lot of the time with that.
No.
I'm a light sleeper, you know, in those circumstances, and you know, the noise was deafening at times. You know.
But then that passes and you get this.
Yeah.
So where are you from?
Plymouth.
Plymouth, not
Plymouth. Oh, well, you see, not so
as-
far away.
As far as Devon, but don't tell anybody.
Right. Okay. Well, it is, isn't it? It's only just inside Devon, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I thought so. Yeah. Well, it's been a pleasure meeting you,
Yeah,
and
you as
I'm
well.
sure I'll see you again. In actual fact, tonight is my last night. I'm moving down with the van to Newquay tomorrow. So if I don't see you, I wish you every success, and it's been nice meeting you again.
Yeah, good luck to
Me
you.
too,
Good
thank you.
quest.
Enjoy your walk.
Check me out on YouTube, and you've got a reason now, because you're going to be on it tonight, and you can tell your grandkids, and you say, "Oh, Grandad's on YouTube." Now, you know,
I don't think they'll be impressed.
you don't. No, maybe not. Okay, lovely to see you.
Okay,
Thank you very
Angie.
much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye now. Here we are now. I can actually see over my left shoulder. I can see where I'm going to, and that's a place called Polzeath or Polzeath. I'm not sure which it is. And I met these three lovely people who are from Australia,
Australia.
and they're just having a look up here. They've never been to this part of this neck of the woods before. So your name is
Gemma. Hello.
Gemma,
I'm Ken.
Ken,
Eleni.
and Lenny.
And it's my
Eleni,
birthday
yeah.
today, so I'm 27. That's
Your
why we're
birthday,
here.
27. That's
27?
Well,
Yeah.
that's brilliant.
Thank you.
So are you going to celebrate in style tonight then?
Yep, going out drinking and having a good night. So.
Where are you going? I might come.
We'll meet you there, Drew. We don't know yet. We'll let you know. We'll add you on Facebook and let you know.
Yeah, that'd be a great idea. I don't think you'd be picking Wadebridge though. It's a bit of a sleepy hole, but there's a lot more going on there than there is on the coast.
Yeah. So
And
we'll
Ken,
figure-
how long have you been in Britain then?
Only about 2 weeks.
3
Yeah.
weeks.
2,
Yeah.
3 weeks.
2,
yeah.
3 weeks now.
Yep.
So what's your first impressions?
Cool, wet, and friendly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
People are friendly.
That's interesting
Yeah.
that you should say that. I find it on the coast. People do tend to be. You know, I mean, okay, I'm from a city. I don't know. Where are you from? Where are you from? In
Sydney.
From
Sydney, Australia.
Yeah.
which is a big city, and so you get used to city life and city attitude, don't you? Really.
Yeah.
So when you come out in the sticks like this, where you know, they want to
People are.
attract people to the coast, and so everybody's friendly because it's all business.
Yeah.
And I don't
Exactly.
mean that in a derogatory way. I mean they are naturally friendly, which is very, very nice to hear that. And what about yourself? You're Sydney as well, and
I am from Sydney, yes. Yep.
fantastic.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
But nothing like a good coastal walk to warm
Well,
your heart,
that's
you know?
right, that's right.
Yeah.
And, I mean, the hills can be a bit take your breath away.
Yeah.
It depends how far you're going to walk and all the rest of it. But I recommend it to anybody. Walking is really good, and these
Yeah.
coastal paths
No,
are
it's great.
really well defined, and it's all well mapped, and you know, there's a
Great.
lot to be said for it.
Well, just
Anyway.
on the beginning, so...
Been a pleasure to meet you all.
You too, Jim. Good luck with
Thanks, Jim.
everything. And
All
Good
very
luck.
nice, young, vibrant people, all dressed in black leather. I like that. You look as if you're kind of a rock band.
Yeah, look,
yeah, we do actually.
Which one's the drummer?
if we get lost...
He plays guitar,
You're a guitarist.
Guitarist.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's the backup singer.
singer, vocals.
Yeah.
Are you
Bass
serious?
guitar.
Oh, yeah,
He
yeah.
does play in a
Oh,
band,
right.
not me,
Oh,
but yeah.
right. Right, oh, well, that's excellent. What sort of stuff do you do then?
Sort of like alternative kind of psychedelic.
Wow, well, that's brilliant. Oh, I'd love to see something like that.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
really
yeah.
good. 10
Okay.
guitars, so it's great.
Well, it's been lovely meeting you.
You too,
I've got to
Jim.
press
Take
on
care.
because
We'll
I've got
follow
to get
your
a bus to
travels.
catch. Yeah, lovely.
Take care.
Thank you. Bye-bye now.
you.
Bye-bye. Now, I've only been walking for about 15 minutes, and I bumped into these lovely people as I'm heading down now into Goodwick near the port. And your name is
Rosa. Benito Yata.
My name's Nelson.
Nelson. And these people are also doing the Coastal Path Walk. I think we're probably both heading in the same direction. And but this lady's from Spain.
Yes,
Yeah,
Valencia. Spain, Valencia.
Whereabouts?
Valencia, South.
Valencia. Yes,
South
yes, I know Valencia. Yes.
Yeah.
And where are you from?
From Peru.
From Peru. I've got a friend who's just come back from Peru yesterday. He walked all the usual Peru walks, you know, and
the Inca Trail.
Yes, the Inca Trail, and he arrived back in England yesterday, and he's coming to do some walking with me in the next couple of weeks. So I'm looking forward to that.
Nice one.
But I hope you enjoy this coastal path.
Thank you. You too. Got a
which
long
way
way
are you,
to go.
Are you doing it clockwise or anti-clockwise?
We've done it anti-clockwise.
Same here.
Yeah.
But people tell me that that's not the best way to do it.
Oh,
And the
really?
reason, because you're facing the wind all the time. Most people do it anti-clockwise, so the wind is behind you.
Dice para que el viento no esté en contra tuya.
Ok.
So
Tienes que hacerlo de la otra
Al contra.
manera. Sí.
Ala.
when I
A la
walked,
próxima. The next.
For the next one. For the next one.
when I walked from Cardigan to Newport, the wind was very strong. It was very hard
Yeah.
walk. But it's a much easier walk from here. Apparently that first stage is the most difficult, people
Right.
tell me.
It's difficult
Yes.
for me.
Yes, it was hard work, very hard work. Anyway, look, it's been very nice to meet you, and
Say you.
Nice to meet you
the
too.
best of luck.
Yes,
Okay.
you
Muy contenta de conocerte. Muy
Nice to
bien.
meet you.
Mi,
Nice to
mi,
A message in
mi
Spanish.
héroe.
A
Mi
message.
héroe. Eres.
For your Spanish friend.
Vale, eres mi héroe. La próxima vez que voy a hacer lo mismo que tú. Empezar desde abril hasta el infinito y andarlo todo. Eres un gran
Bravo.
caminante.
Next time she does it, she'll do it with you. She'll start walking from
yo.
April,
Yes.
from
Nos
April
gus-
until Christmas.
Oh well, that's
Nos
right.
cruzaremos por el camino.
That's no problem. No problem. That'd be very nice. Thank you very much.
Feliz camino.
Okay, so here we are at Porth Kidney. It's been a bit slow going this afternoon because I've met so many people actually.
So many
And,
interesting people.
your name again is
Kate.
Kate and
Margaret.
Margaret. Well, it's been a pleasure meeting you both. And I know I could stand and talk to you for hours, but you know we're like sort of ships in the night at the moment, aren't we? But I hope everything goes okay for you and everything. It's lovely to see you two people on the coastal path. And this is a wonderful part of the world, isn't it?
It is really
Yes, and
wonderful.
we wish you well on your walk because it's much longer than ours.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, thank you very much. It's been a real pleasure meeting you, and keep in touch. It'd be lovely
Yes,
to
I've
hear.
got your card. Thank you very much, Jim.
Thank you. Okay,
All right.
thank you. Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Budley Salterton, is that correct?
right.
Yeah. And this gentleman's name is
Peter?
Peter and
Geraldine.
Geraldine. And so what's your plans today then, Peter?
Well, we're just doing a local walk because we're locals. We're walking from Budley to the caravan park
Yes.
on the way to Exmouth, and then we go inland and do a circular walk.
Oh, right. It's a little bit muddy this morning, isn't it?
It certainly is.
I know I almost tossed a coin as to whether to do this walk today, and I've decided that I'm going to take 4 days off after today. I'm walking through to Sidmouth and then I'm going back to my van, which is in the camper van, which is in Exmouth, and I'm going to have 4 days off because the weather forecast for the next 4 days is like torrential rain and 60 mile an hour winds.
Yes.
So it's the right time. I've been walking every day almost since Christmas.
Oh right.
And so I'm ready for a break.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yes.
And you, Geraldine, you're an avid walker as well, then, are
Yes,
you?
I quite like walking. Peter likes walking more than I do, but I do like to come out, especially when the sun's out.
Yes. Well, we've done ever so well, haven't we, with
We
this
have.
weather? When you think about the rest of the country as being like under snow,
Yes.
and here we are in this beauty at like 8, 9, 10 degrees.
Yes,
It's
that's
amazing.
right. It's very warm today.
And the southwest coastal path, I assume because you live on it, you'll have done a fair amount of it, don't you?
I've actually done all of the South West Coast Path.
Have you really?
Oh, 630 miles.
Wow. Well, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, I've done Cornwall, and by the time I get to Poole, is the end of it Poole?
Poole is the end, yeah.
Then I've got to go back up to the Severn Bridge and just do the bit of North Somerset and North Devon to link up, and then I would have done that, because when I finished the Welsh walk, which was 870 miles, I skipped Somerset and Devon and went down to Cornwall to take advantage of the weather, and I'm glad I did.
Yeah.
And by the time I finish this, which will be about another 10 days by the time I get to Poole, or maybe less perhaps, then I'll be going up onto the north coast and finish that part, and that's like the southwest finish then.
Yeah, it's a very pleasant part, is the North Devon coast.
I'm told.
Nice. High cliffs and very nice walk.
Yes, it's a bit rugged as well apparently.
It is, yeah.
Yes, well, I mean, having done from like Welcome down to Tintagel and that way on, if that's a continuation of that was quite tough. Those
that along that area is rough. Yeah.
Well, it's been a pleasure meeting you, and it's lovely to see people out on the coastal path on a lovely day like this, and all this.
I hope all goes well and you complete it.
Thank you very much indeed.
And don't get too wet.
No, well, you can keep track of me now as well.
I will. Yes, thank you.
And you can watch yourself on YouTube or Facebook tomorrow, and you can tell the grandkids. That's also
okay.
Good one.
We will definitely keep an eye on you.
We'll keep an eye on you.
Thank you. Well, it's about 3 o'clock now, and I'm not entirely sure where I am, but I've just had a really nice cup of tea. I think we're in Broadstairs now.
Broadstairs, yeah.
Just in Broadstairs, and I met these wonderful people. This is Barry and this is Trish, and you're from Bromley. And funny enough, my wife's called Trish and she's from Bromley as well. That's an amazing coincidence. I don't meet many people from Bromley. So what are you doing here today then,
We're
Barry?
just here for the day. We're just, nice weather, so we thought we'd come down here and catch a bit of sea air, and it's just lovely. It's beautiful today.
You got on the train to get down here?
Got the train from London, from Bromley.
Yeah.
Took about an hour and a little bit, and it's lovely. It's lovely.
Yeah, fabulous.
Yeah.
Fabulous. And I detect an Irish accent.
Yes, I'm originally from County Limerick.
Oh, right.
But I've lived over here quite a few years, but I do come to the sea whenever I get a chance, and the weather is...
I used to play in a rock band, and I played in Limerick.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. I'll tell you a quick funny story. We was walking down the street at about 10 o'clock on a night, because you know what it's like in Ireland, they arrange the gig and everything, but nobody turns up at 9 o'clock like they should do,
11
but they all
o'clock.
turn at 11 o'clock. And we thought we'd better find out how we're going to get back to Shannon Airport where we stayed, and we stopped this policeman. I said, excuse me, could you tell us about the bus timetable and stuff, He says, where are you going? He says, Shannon Airport. He says, the buses, oh yes, he says, they're on the hour every hour. So I said, well, what time's the last one? Oh, he says, about 20 past.
That sounds about right. I probably know him.
You can imagine that. It was really funny. But we had a great time. It's a lovely place, Limerick, and I really miss Terry Wogan.
We all miss Terry.
He was brilliant, wasn't he? Really. I know he got a bit too much publicity, and he was on everything.
Yes.
But nevertheless, he was a real entertainer.
Oh, very good, Terry Wogan. Very good.
Yeah. So, do you do a lot of this kind of thing then?
Whenever it's sunny like this, we hit the sea. We hit the seaside, should I say?
Yeah.
Kent's on the doorstep. Train down is it's handy. It's nice. It's very
fabulous.
Yeah.
I know we were just talking about Deal, and you was thinking of going there next weekend. I can highly recommend Deal and the people.
Well, we're
very friendly, very nice.
Out, and there's a Weatherspoons called the Norman Wisdom, so we're going to go down there in honour of him as well. you know, hopefully it'll be like this the weekend
Yeah.
as well. So
Are you old enough to remember Norman Wisdom? then?
Huge fan. We have all his videos.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Box sets.
Oh, right. I remember him in the 60s. I mean, there was a lot of really good comedians and stuff around at that time, but there was a lot of like Charlie Drakes and I'm trying to think of the names of some of those people who Michael Bentine.
Peter Sellers, the Goons was the 50s.
It was very interesting. Well, look, it's been just a quick hello. Pleasure to meet you.
Lovely to meet you.
Okay, Jim.
And I hope if you don't enjoy Deal, I hope you don't send me a letter saying. No, but I can guarantee you will.
No, we will.
Yeah,
we will.
It's lovely, and we've got some really nice pubs, really nice people, tidy and everything. And get yourself to Sandwich as well.
No, we will. We're down and we will as well.
Yeah, lovely. Lovely. Nice to meet you.
Good luck with your walk.
Thank you.
Good luck with the rest of the walking, Jim.
Thank you very much indeed.
Okay,
Bye
you.
now. Bye now. Well, I've just come down the hill to walk into Broadhaven, and I met these lovely people who are just walking up the hill and out and heading for Knowlton Haven, which is where I've just come from. And your name, sir?
Martin.
Martin.
And Jean.
Martin and Jean. And where are you from, Martin?
We're from Hertfordshire.
Hertfordshire.
A place called Berkhamsted.
Oh yes, yeah. So you're not that far from like Watford and that direction. Yeah. Okay. And so you do a bit of walking, and nothing too strenuous, but most weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. And is the Pembroke coast? I mean, obviously we're on it now. Have you done other walks in the past?
We've walked this area before. Yes. We walk most weeks on a Sunday.
Yes.
So 7 or 8 miles, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
We're staying at a place called St Bride's, which is just along the coast.
Yes, I've heard
Which
of
is about. It's just on the path, the Pembrokeshire Coast Path.
Yes.
Very pleasant.
So, are you taking advantage of this wonderful shuttle bus service?
We haven't really, have we?
Haven't yet. No.
No, it's fantastic actually. I mean, I don't know how they're making any money, to be honest with you. There's not that many people on it. I mean, I know we're a little bit late in the season now, and perhaps in June and July when it was really good weather, it might have been busier. But there's not many passengers. But nevertheless, they keep the system going. It must be heavily subsidised, but it's a good system.
Yeah.
So, how long are you here?
We're here till next Wednesday.
Yes. So,
and then we're going back home. So.
Oh, well, you're going to have good weather until next Wednesday.
It looks like it,
the forecast is a lot better, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it's been a pleasure meeting you both. I don't want to hold you up on your walk. And the best of luck to you. And thank you very much indeed.
Thanks, Jim.
Thank you. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. So I've just met this chap, David, who's quite a knowledgeable guy. He knows his local stuff. And as you can see in the distance there, Nairn, I haven't come far. I've probably come about half a mile from the pier. So have you always lived around here then, David? Is this your neck of the woods?
No, I'm actually from Glasgow, Jim.
Oh, really?
My wife and I moved up here 5 years ago.
Yes.
And we've been living here. It's a beautiful spot.
A different world to Glasgow then?
It certainly is, yes. I'm very fond of Glasgow, but this is beautiful, so we love it here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I've got Glasgow to come yet. I'll be doing that next spring.
Good.
And because I'm approaching this like I'm walking to John O'Groats now, but then I'm having a winter break once I've got there.
Right.
And then I'm going to start again in March next year and walk up the west coast from Gretna Green to John O'Groats, and that'll do the full 5,000 mile circuit.
Oh, fantastic.
So what you're saying to me then is I need to walk along here to pass to the golf course, and there's 2 white houses. If I turn left, then I'll pick up the road that I'm looking for.
That's keeping it simple, but yes, the ice house, it's where the salmon fishermen used to store their catch.
Ah, really?
And they've preserved the 2 buildings, they're really nice.
Excellent.
And you can't miss them as you walk along the coastline there.
Yes.
Take a left and you'll hook up with the road you want to take you towards Inverness.
Very nice.
How does that sound?
That's absolutely wonderful. Thank you very much indeed for your wonderful details. I mean, I've got my iPhone with my maps and everything, but it's always good to get a bit of local knowledge.
Yes, indeed.
Maps don't tell you everything. You can run yourself into trouble sometimes.
I know.
Too
much information sometimes.
Yes, that's
but
right.
Keep it basic. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
And it's a long walk today, but I'm confident. I mean, I did a 22-mile walk the other day, and even though it exhausted me, it had to be done. It's one of those situations today. And of course, the other excitement of it is a bit of a landmark reaching Inverness, because then my final walk is heading north. I've been walking direct west since I left Fraserburgh, which is over 100 miles.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm turning north, and when you look out there, you can actually see where I'm walking.
Yes.
And it looks fairly I know these two islands here that are in the foreground. I'll be at the other side of them. I'll be getting the bridge over to Dingwall.
The Cromarty Gap we're looking at over there.
Yes.
And Invergordon, which is a port for some of the cruising vessels.
Yes.
It's just in there, out of sight.
Yes.
But yes, you're looking kind of north-northwest there. So.
Yeah. So Dingwall, I'm heading for Dingwall. That's beyond.
Dingwall's over the top of the hills. As we look
yeah.
here, there's a mast on top of the hill, a radio mast.
Oh, that's Dingwall.
Right over the top of that.
Oh,
Dingwall
really?
you'll get. Yep.
That's wonderful. Thank you very much indeed. You're a lovely guy.
Oh, nice to meet you, Jim.
Got a fabulous little dog.
It sounds like you're having a wonderful adventure.
Look at this.
This is Ollie.
Who is it?
Ollie.
Ollie, you're a lovely fella, Ollie. Aren't you? Eh? Gorgeous, aren't you?